We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
All right, guys. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ivory, America's trusted financial coach, and just a little humor to get things started. So today, this show, we're going to talk about why getting out of debt feels impossible. Okay. It feels like it's super hard. A lot of people are crashing out. A lot of people are just giving up because they say, you know what? What's the point? What's the point, man? I don't feel like I can get out of debt. So I hear this all the time, by the way. And if you are one of those people who have lots of credit cards, student loans, personal loans, payday loans, whatever loans you have, and you don't have a strategy, you don't have a plan, I'm the right person to talk to. I am Ivory Hodges. I paid off $32,000 of debt in just 6 months. Now, I had a strategy, I had a plan. If you want to know a little bit more about that and how I can help you, link in the description. I can definitely help you with that. So again, we're going to talk about why getting out of debt feels impossible. It feels like, man, can we actually redo it? So let's get started here.
We're gonna
have been financially not doing great. I am a nurse. Even though I am a nurse and I make good money, I don't have money, which is...
Well, before we even get started on that, I hear this all the time. I don't know what it is. Nurses, they work 12-hour shifts. They make pretty good money. But some reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the stress of the job. Nurses tend to have a lot more student loan debt and credit card debt. And that's just something that I've noticed over my years of working with probably hundreds of nurses at this point.
With money has just... the choices that I've made still currently and the choices that I've made like previously, like from a couple of years. I am in credit card debt, and it's this unhealthy cycle that I have been putting myself into, and this just relationship with money has just never been something that I was talked about.
There we go. There we go. That's the key point. Now, I don't want you to feel bad. Listener, if you're watching this, I don't want you to feel bad because almost none of us was taught about how money works, how to make money, how to save it, how to spend it, how to budget it, how to invest it, how to make it grow. None of that. Like, I didn't even learn this stuff. I had to go to school. I had to learn through the school of hard knocks, also academics, also just curious about money because I didn't have any money growing up. Okay. We were poor, broke, busted, and disgusted. And so I had to learn these things a little bit later down the line. So don't feel shameful. Don't feel bad if you didn't learn what you need to learn about money. Also, I will add this last thing, because America is a funnel. It's a business funnel. And the whole purpose of it is to take money out of your pockets. Okay. That's just what it is. I mean, you see ad after ad after ad on your phone, TV, everywhere you go, there's ads. And those ads are always trying to get you to buy something. Buy. I mean, the system is diabolical.
Lifestyle creep is definitely a thing. And especially when you are trying to make a brand for yourself, when you're aspiring to do something that you want to do, and content creation has been something that I've always wanted to do. Being a YouTuber has always been something I want to do. I've always just wanted to be on camera. I've always just wanted to make a name for myself, whether it be like through content creation, being a YouTuber, being an entrepreneur, like whatever it may be. I always felt like I was meant to do something other than nursing.
Wow. Woo. Man, she coming in hot. And I know I can relate to this a little bit. I didn't want a traditional 9-to-5 job. Now, I get it. You do what you got to do because you got bills to pay. You got to live your life. You got to pay bills. You got to keep the lights on. But if you're being honest with yourself, the job that you're doing right now, most of y'all probably don't even like your job, okay? Like, I've seen the stats. 80-90% of Americans do not like their jobs. They just don't like their jobs. And most people want to try content creation, entrepreneurship, business owner. I heard no lies there. She's on to something here.
And so I think for years I have been continuously like, going with the trends and like, buying whatever everyone else buys so that like I can post about it and like, be seen. But then I get caught up with imposter syndrome of not being enough in order for me to become.
Wow. Yeah, I can relate to this. I see it every day with my clients. Buying things that you can't really afford. And even if you can't afford it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the gram. You're doing it for, you saw a neighbor, you saw an ad on social media, and now you want that. Now you want to buy that. Now you gotta have it. Gotta have it. Just gotta have it. Gotta have it. So this gets us all at some point in time. And she said the imposter syndrome. Like, I think she's kind of on to something here.
Become someone, I guess I was influenced by everyone else around me. So if I bought the next best thing, or if I like looked a certain way by buying these clothes, then I was gonna make an image, a brand for myself. And
wow. Yeah, I think this is probably the biggest thing that get most of us caught up. Most of us is all about the money, 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 money. That's what the social media game is this fake image, this fake flexing as if you got the money. It's an Airbnb rental. It's a rental Lamborghini, fake clothes, like they're on the airplane and they take the little pictures. I mean, it's all just kind of like a scam. That's the way I feel it. But it's seeping into our culture where people feel like, hey, I need to be doing that. I need to be having this type of lifestyle. I need to have a certain car. I need to live in a certain neighborhood. I need to go to this brunch spot. And it's just wearing us out.
that turned into like so many like dumb purchases like along the way that I'm like literally paying for now. And don't get me wrong, I have been trying to get myself together when it comes to my finances, because obviously like I have money to pay my bills, I have money to like pay down the minimums on my credit cards, but a lot of the times I don't take into account like, money like for myself and money to, just enjoy life. And most of the time like I'm struggling to even do that.
All right. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on there. And I would say this to you who are watching this and you don't have a strategy. Maybe you've been paying minimum payments on your credit cards, your student loans, your car payments. You've been doing this for years and you haven't made much progress. You need a strategy. You must have a plan and strategy, because trust me, credit card companies, they got a strategy for you. The banks, they have a strategy for you. And that's to keep you in debt forever. I call it debt subscriptions. Okay. You pay a monthly subscription that you can never escape. Now, this next clip, this is the opposite, right? This person is the opposite. This person basically kind of gave up on the whole, I want to be debt-free lifestyle. Play the clip.
I'm not stressing about anymore is my debt. And this is not to say that I don't want to take care of my debt or pay it off. I do, and I do pay my debt. But I'm not putting it on a pedestal anymore. Like, if I can put a little bit extra towards my debt 1 month, then great.
All right, so she a little nonchalant with this. Okay, she like, listen, I got my debt, but if I can pay a little extra on it, then cool. But if not, I'm cool either way. Now, she's really indifferent towards this. And this is a person who's given up on freedom. But I want to say something about freedom, because freedom is worth fighting for. I'm going to repeat that again for the people in the back. Okay. Freedom is worth fighting for. You want to be free, because freedom is, I think that's our God-given right, to be free. Free to live where you want. Free to go about and have that security that you need in your life. So I urge you guys, don't give up. If you're paying off credit cards, if you're paying off student loans and personal loans, do whatever you got to do to get free, okay? Because that's when life really gets great for you. I remember for me, I was paying off I paid off $32,000 in just 6 months. That's how crazy I was. Okay. I was crazy. I would do it, whatever I need to do to be debt free. And I've been debt free for 10 plus years now, over 10 years. And I tell you what, even during economic downturns like the one we're in now, I feel so financially secure. And it's because I don't have debt payments. I don't have excessive payments. I don't have any payments.
Is my debt. And this is not to say that I don't want to take care of my debt or pay it off. I do, and I do pay my debt. But I'm not putting it on a pedestal anymore. Like, if I can put a little bit extra towards my debt 1 month, then great. But if there's something else I'd rather do with that money, I'm gonna do it. Vacation, concert, whatever it is.
All right, so this is where a lot of people get jacked up, okay? They have this mindset. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I owe this debt, but if I can pay extra on it, yeah, whatever. But if Drake is in town, you know, I'm going to the Drake concert, okay? And I'm not saying have your fun. Have your fun. I'm not saying no, don't have fun. Just sit around paying your debt payments all day. But what I am saying is do whatever you got to do to get free. Because that's where the real fun is on the other side of these payments. Trust me, I've been debt free for over 10 years now. And I'm loving my life. I have more freedom than I ever had before. Do what you got to do to get out of debt.
Because life is too short. In debt, it's just going to keep on coming. Debt comes in so many different forms. And America is so expensive. It's hard to not put yourself in debt. Debt is hard to get out of and so easy to get into. So I'm just going to prioritize living my life, having fun, and not stressing. I'll pay my debt off completely when I make it that far. But right now, it's just about enjoying life and surviving.
Wow. So let me just say it this way. I understand. I get it. I understand where people like, you know what? Man, I got $54,000 in student loans. I got $20,000 in credit card debt. I owe my auntie. I owe my cousin, my brother and them. You know what? I don't think I'm ever going to be debt free. This is just my lot in life. It's just what it is. This is what it is going to be for me. I want to encourage you to consider something different. Consider a new mindset. You just need a strategy, a community, resources, tools. You just need a right game plan. You need a right mindset shift. You can get out of debt if you really wanted to. You put your mind to it and you have the right strategy, you can get out of debt. And if you're struggling with that, I want to help you with that on your journey towards debt freedom. If you are serious about getting out of debt, link in the description. Come join our free community. You can get started for free. It's called Debt Crushers United. We crush debt, okay? We kick debt's butt. I'm in that group. I help people every day get out of debt. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Hope you loved this video. Hit the like button, the share with 3 friends. You know people who need to hear this message. They have debt and things like that, and they're not facing their debt. We need to get those people on board because we are creating a movement over here to help people become free. And also, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.